Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Tom from Regal Robot, and I'm about to show you how to style your Chewbacca. Every one of these gets hand wrapped by us. We wrap them in plastic first, then they get ethafoam, then they get bubble wrap, then they get more ethafoam, then they get paper padding in a big giant cardboard box so that hopefully they get home to you safely. What that means is he's going to have a little bit of plastic bag hair when you get it. So here's how you're going to take care of that, and here's how you put them together. Very simple, just a few parts. Each of them comes with a base. The base is a plastic bottom and a metal post. Metal post goes into the plastic bottom like that. Make sure that that's sturdy and make sure that's all the way in before you put Chewbacca on there. You're then going to take Chewbacca. By this point, he's already had all of his bubble wrap taken off. You want to make sure you're seeing his face, and you want to make sure that you are going up and back with the plastic bag. And this way the bag is moving in the direction of his hair. If you pulled that forward, you're going to pull all his forehead hair down. And unless you're a big fan of maybe his Return of the Jedi look, you don't want that. So once he is out of there, you lift him up. You'll notice on the underside is a little tube right there. That tube will go over the metal pipe from the base. And once that's in, slide it in, make sure he goes all the way down. You might need to wriggle him a little bit to get it all the way down there. He'll end up right about 24, 25 inches tall. This is how they come in. They come in a little smooshed, a little slick. We're including a basic hair pick with all of them. I don't recommend using a regular hairbrush. You don't want to use a tight toothed comb. His hair won't grow back, so please don't go trimming him either. We've given every one of these a haircut and then a mechanical styling with heat tools, and then they get a little bit of hairspray before they go in. So he should be very, very close to good. Just using your fingers and this tool though, you should be able to get him ready for display. So I like to just start with my fingers. I fluff out the cheeks. He gets what's called the Cobra Curl, or at least that's what we call it, on either side of his face, and you can do that just by fluffing out with your fingers and using the heel of your hand. Under his chin should roll back and under, and then it can kind of fall forward naturally. Gravity's a thing in Star Wars, so you can have that. Down at the bottom, I like a little bit of a kind of starfish look, so you can twist some of these if they need it. And then really the top of the head is kind of, and here I'm just using the pick to very lightly pick. You don't want to dig in and tear through. You don't want to pull any hair out of him. It is natural for the occasional few fibers to come out, so don't get worried if you see a few down at the bottom once you're done. Those were probably just never glued down in the first place. If his mustache is out of whack at all, if you have any hairs that are sticking up, you can take a little bit of your favorite Aerosol Hairspray. This one is Black Tape brand, my favorite. And with that, I like to go with sort of a medium or a low hold. I like aerosol rather than a pump, even though pump's better for the environment, because with this you can get a real light mist. You do not want to put a ton of hairspray on him. So, you know, if we've got a few flyaways on the mustache, this guy's actually pretty good. But if we did, you would just kind of very lightly just mist a little bit and then run your finger over it and try and tamp down any stray hairs that might be bugging you. And if you can kind of give it a little fluff too as you go. His face should stay pretty well. This is all very tightly glued. Everything we do on him is very directional so that it keeps to the look that Stuart Freeborn had. It's one of the brilliant things about how Stuart actually laid up the fur on this. Everything encourages his look, whether it's how the fur is laid, the direction of it, the change in colors. It really all adds up to our favorite Wookiee. On the brows, you want to be a little careful. So these hairs have the most product in them when we send them to you, and that's to hold that real tight curl around the brow. That said, I do like to give the head a fluff up, especially after he's been in a bag. And that's just as simple as running your fingers through and giving him a little scritch. And that really, right there, should be all you need to take your Chewbacca from bed hair to ready to take on the galaxy. So thanks for watching. I hope this is a big help when you get your Chewbacca, and I really hope that you love it and that he's a nice addition to your Star Wars family. Thanks.